Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I am so excited to share with you my third update for my 2022 Rolling Project 10 pan. This is a project pan that I have been really enjoying working on. However, prior to today's update, I wasn't able to roll anything new in or out of this project. I had set myself some very substantial goals, very high usage goals, and some products that take quite some time to actually complete. But I'm really excited for today's update because I've hit my goal on 4 of my focus items. Almost half of these items are going to be rolling out, and I'm going to be rolling 4 new products into this project by the end of today's update. I've been really enjoying sharing with you all of my uses on all of my focus products, and in the month of March, I wore makeup 25 times. That is quite a high number, but I was feeling very motivated and really wanted to reach some goals, so I wore makeup pretty much every single work day and on the weekends as well to be able to achieve the goals that I did. I will share with you all of the uses on all the products on the screen, and otherwise, let's just get into the freaking update, why don't we? So I'm gonna kick it off with a product that genuinely shocked me that I was able to hit my goal on it this past month. It is the Bite Beauty French Press Lip Gloss in the shade Flat White. Last update, I had no inclination whatsoever, no idea that I was going to finish this, but it is entirely empty now. Look at this. Look at it. It's completely empty. There's no usable product in here whatsoever. So this past month, I was able to polish it off entirely. I'd say about a week after I filmed my last update, I noticed that the doe foot was coming out very dry, which was shocking. I was kind of swiveling it around in the package and I felt like nothing was coming up. So I pulled out the stopper, and what do you know, there was like 3 uses left in here. It completely baffled me. It caught me off guard for sure. But because this was such a thick product, a very thick consistency, a very opaque finish as well, I just did not see any sort of visibility. It's entirely gone, and I'm thrilled about that. Another lip gloss used up and out of my collection. It truly is my best panning kind of category because I just use it kind of like lip balm throughout the day. I'm so happy to see that gone. So happy. Let's talk about another lip product. Actually, this is the BareMinerals Gen Nude Radiant Lipstick in the shade Notorious. Last update, I had basically had the bullet completely flush with the packaging. So I knew it was nearly going to be time to actually dig into this product because personally I like to take all of my product out of my lipsticks and use the remainder. So I have actually dug out the product. You can see the bullet is completely empty here. I do have the remaining product depotted into my ABH Dip Brow Pomade kind of container here. There still is a decent amount of product. There was quite a lot below the surface with this one. So I have been reaching for this ever since I dug it out pretty much on an every single day basis in some capacity. Today I am wearing it on my lips as well as on my cheeks for a monochromatic kind of look. I love it as a cream blush and as a tinted lip balm kind of product. This rosy color is just so flattering on my complexion, on my coloring. The texture is very creamy without being overly like slippy. And I've just been really enjoying it. I think it's gonna take me another month and a half to finish this, to be honest, but I could surprise myself and have this empty by the next update. Only time will tell, I think, with that one, but so happy to see the progress that I have made so far. The next product I wanna share with you is my e.l.f. I think this is the Beautifully Bare eyeshadow. I feel like I should know that by now, but this is the shade Nude Linen. It is a gorgeous kind of light, creamy tan kind of color. And I have been using this almost exclusively, however, not in the last couple of days as my eyeshadow primer. It just cancels everything out on my eyelids. It creates like the perfect blank canvas to go in with any sort of eyeshadow look, and I really enjoy it. I'm seeing some good visibility happening in here, and that's all that I kind of was expecting for this point in the project. I do anticipate that it's gonna take me a while to be able to actually finish this off. My goal is to finish it in this project. And even if it takes me, 6 more months, I'm totally fine with that. I don't think that will be the case, but even if it did, that'd be totally fine because I just have been using this pretty much exclusively as my eyeshadow primer, and it does the job just fine. However, in the last couple days, as I said, I have been reaching for something else, and it has been this other e.l.f. product. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the hydrating version, and I have this in the shade Light Sand. Last update, I really thought that I was so close to empty with this, and I am still, but I haven't been able to finish it off, which is so surprising to me because I've worn this so much. A little goes a long way. So it's just incremental progress day by day. Very minuscule progress, but you can see that like it's virtually empty. There's not much in here whatsoever. I have taken out the stopper. The doe foot is coming out very dry, but I know that there's still quite a bit of use in here, maybe a week's worth of use. And so for the last few days, in order to make a little bit more momentum on this, because I use so little and it seems to be moving so slowly, I have been using this as my eyeshadow primer. Today, that's what I have on. The last few days, it's what I've had on, and until I finish this up, I think I will just be using this as my primer as well. I imagine it's only like a week's worth of additional progress, but I didn't want to roll it out of this project preemptively because I want to report back to you that like just how long it really took me to use in this project. I'm really getting tripped up on my words here. Next up, let's chat about my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I don't know why, I'm starting to get really tripped up on my words, but this is in the shade Light 6W. I set myself a very steep goal with this item. I don't want to finish it off, but I wanted to use it 60 times in this project. Previous to today's update, I had reached for it 24 times. I've now reached for an additional 11, bringing me to 35 uses in this project. And I have decided that because I've only been able to make that much progress, I want to reevaluate my goal. And so instead, what I want to do is reach for it an additional 10 times this next month, so in the month of April, and that would bring me to 45 uses in this project pan. And I think once I've hit that 45 uses, I am gonna roll this out. I do have other kind of base products that I want to focus on instead, and I have really gotten to know this product even through those 35 uses thus far. I am wearing it today and I like the way that it looks, but I just don't think this is a favorite of mine. It's beautiful. It's very nice and sheer, and it offers, you know, a little bit of coverage, and I think that this color match is very nice on me, but it's just not my all-time favorite. I can't really pinpoint what it is that I don't love about it, but it does tend to get quite greasy pretty quickly. Like, it can look real slippery. I'm not ready to declutter it, but maybe in these next 10 uses, I can really finalize my thoughts on this product and go from there. But yeah, it will be getting rolled out next update just because I'm ready to move on to something else in its place. I have come to realize 60 uses is just far too substantial with that specific product for me. My next focus product is my Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. This product is one I want to finish off in this project as well, and I'm making pretty steady, consistent progress on it. So last update, I was at about this line right here, and this update, I'm about here. It was really hard to get this settled in the packaging, but I have made really good progress, and I imagine this will take me maybe 2 more months to actually finish it off entirely. I feel like I was able to make a decent kind of leap this past month versus the previous updates because it is, you know, in the more narrow section of the product, but I also did reach for this as a dry shampoo 2 or 3 times. Not my favorite dry shampoo, but really looking forward to finishing this off because I have had it for just far too long. I'm ready to move on for sure. Next up, let's chat about this Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Capri Coast. As you know, this is no longer available because Becca is no longer a brand. I wanted to reach for it enough to hit pan on it and to really just enjoy this product because it was one that had been underutilized, not completely unused, but underutilized for sure in my collection. So my goal was to hit pan on it, and I'm so excited to say that I have done that by today's update. So collectively in this project pan, I reached for it a grand total of 46 times in order to hit pan on it. Very much happy with that amount of usage and being able to hit that goal. So this will be a rollout today because I have hit my goal on it. It's a tiny little fleck of pan, but regardless, it's pan. Next up is a product that I set a usage goal on. It is my Nabla Blossom Blush in the shade Coralia. This is a beautiful blush, and I set myself a goal to reach for it 40 times through this project. Last update, I had already reached for it 34 times, so I knew it was gonna be a no-brainer that I'd be able to roll it out by today's update. I've reached for it 7 more times, bringing me to 41 uses, so I have surpassed that goal, and I'm feeling very good about it. I'm surprised though how untouched this still kind of looks. Like, it looks like I've used it, but there's no evident dip. There's not even a ton of wear on the actual like imprint on this product after 41 uses, but it's a stunning blush. I really like this formula and this finish. It's very much a kind of nude color on my complexion with a hint of coral brown to it, and it offers this beautiful, just like lit from within sort of sheen. Really enjoyed reaching for it through this project pan, but also so happy that I'll be rolling it out today. Additionally, I will be rolling out one more product that I had a usage goal on, and that product is the Vesca Moonlit Dream eyeshadow in the shade Lyra. This eyeshadow is such a stunner. I set myself a goal to reach for this 20 times in this project, and last update I had reached for it 17 times. So again, it was a no-brainer that I was gonna be able to hit my goal on it by today's update. There's a swatch of it right there. Look at that beautiful reflective shine. It is so beautiful. I loved every single moment of reaching for this eyeshadow over the past 3 months of this project pan. 20 uses in the last couple months is very substantial and something that I'm very happy to have achieved, and it will be rolling out today now after having reached for it 20 times in this project. And then finally, we have a product that has kind of gone through all the waves, I feel like, already in this project pan. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight. It's looking different from last update because I ended up cutting into it so that I could get every last little bit of product out of here. However, I don't have every last little bit of product used up from here. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera. It's really hard to show in here, but there still is some product remaining in here. I was not able to squeeze any more product out, and that's why I ended up chopping into it. I kind of wish I had cut like farther down here, but anyways, there's like this tiny little bottom puddle remaining. It's kind of hard to get to now because of the way that I cut into here, and I don't need a lot of this. I multi-purpose this product, but it's so reflective, it's so shiny that I really don't need very much at all. So I haven't been able to see much progress happen since I cut into here. I think this is gonna take me 2 more months to use up. I know it's such a small amount of product, but yeah, I think 2 more months. I might surprise myself and finish it in a month, but I'm so motivated to get this used up. I know I could just kind of like toss it at this point, but I want to use up every last freaking bit. So because I hit pan on a bronzer, I finished up a lip gloss, I hit my usage goal on my blush and on my liquid eyeshadow, I'm gonna be rolling 4 new products into this project pan. So the first item I'm gonna be rolling in is actually a skincare product. And that's because I generally use this kind of more so as a primer. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This is a completely clear, entirely clear sunscreen. It's honestly shocking how they're able to formulate one that feels and looks like this, but it has this like silicone kind of primer feeling to it. And it absolutely leaves no white cast because it is completely clear. I don't love this product, but it expires in July of this year. Yeah, July. So I want to finish it up. I do have a decent amount of progress. I'm about at this point, although because the product is completely clear, it's really hard to see. I had to shine like my flashlight on my phone, and I peeled off the back sticker so that I could actually see entirely through it. And I think I'm about at that point. I feel like it really needs time to sink into the skin, to like become one with the skin. Otherwise it just feels so heavy and it mixes oddly with products that you put on top of it. So it has to take some time as like a buffer sort of time before you go in with anything else. And I don't love it for that reason. I prefer a sunscreen that I can just apply and then put something else on top of it, no problem. But I'm going to use it up hopefully in the next coming months. I'm also gonna be rolling in this Aether Beauty blush and cheek palette. This is in the rose quartz kind of version, but unfortunately, I don't think that Aether makes these cheek palettes anymore, which is unfortunate because it's really beautiful. It comes with 2 stunning blush colors. They're both a matte kind of finish, and then this beautiful pinky kind of colored highlight. This is a little too blingy for my personal preferences on my face, but I am wearing it today on my inner corners. I really enjoy it for that reason. I want to set myself a goal to reach for this palette collectively 40 times. That could mean I reach for all 3 products. That could mean that I reach for 1 product. Either way, I want to wear this in 40 different instances. So I imagine it'll take me the next 2 months to be able to reach my goal. I just love this blush in particular for the springtime. So it's the perfect time of year to roll this into the project. And this is just a great kind of everyday, every sort of look blush in my opinion. So this is one that I think I should be able to hit my goal on pretty quickly. Next up, I'm gonna roll in this Colourpop Lippy pencil. This is in the shade Brink. I want to finish this off. This is the lip liner that I'm wearing today underneath of the BareMinerals Gen Nude lipstick, and it's the perfect color match to that lipstick. So I've swatched it right here, and as you can see, it's kind of like the just like more brown version of that lipstick, and it pairs impeccably well with it. So I think it's the perfect time for me to bust this out and focus on getting this used up. I've already been pairing this so much over this past couple months with the BareMinerals lipstick, so why not just make it a concerted, focused effort to actually use this up. I think it's gonna take me quite some time because there is a decent amount of lip liner product here. I will mark this on a paper so that I can share with you my progress month to month, but this will be a product that takes me a while to finish off, and I'm totally okay with that because I've been reaching for it already. I've been gravitating towards it already. Why not focus on it? And then my very last roll-in will be a bronzer to replace the Becca bronzer. This is the Vesca Beauty Soft Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade Kissed by Santorini. I think this is the second to lightest shade in that shade range, and it is just a perfect bronzer. It's not too orange or too red. It's definitely not too yellow. It really is this perfect kind of brown bronzy shade, and I love it. I am wearing it today on my cheeks. It's the perfect bronzer kind of tone in my opinion. And this is a product that I did receive in PR last year, and I've used it a fair amount, but there's no visible kind of progress happening on it. So same with the Becca bronzer. I want to hit pan on it this year. So I'm going to keep it in the project until that happens. I imagine it being maybe 4 or 5 months that are needed for this, but I'll track my uses so that we can really see how long it takes me to hit the pan, but I'm gonna make that happen with this one. So with those 4 new roll-ins, that is everything for today's update. Let me know down in the comments what you think I'll be able to hit my goals on for my next update. But yeah, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.